that I'm really excited to share with you. And it's on the power of habit and why this is so important to focus on. And my question for you is your habit to live the life you love, or do you have a habit of settling? And I used to settle in many ways. And the important point of this conversation is that we have control over everything, right? We have control over all of the goals that we're creating or we're not creating. But the important shift in mindset and approach that will really help you to get there faster is to, instead of being focused on the outcomes, being focused on the process. Because like anything in life, we don't just make something and then it's done, right? If you, like, for example, create and discover and move into your dream home, you then have to maintain your dream home. Otherwise, it's very quickly going to become your nightmare home if you're not tending to it and taking care of it and doing all of the actions that allow it to remain your dream home. Exact same thing with your health, with your finances, with your business, with anything that you're creating in life. So my name's Sarah Mack. I'm a mindset and messaging coach, and I work with multi-passionate creatives who often have a lot on their plate, because if you're like me, you're passionate about many different things and you love to do many different things, and you can do many different things. And sometimes we self-sabotage by trying to do everything at once, and it gets really messy, and then we're not really creating momentum and results. So when you start to make like little tweaks in your approach to your process and you really focus on refining that, that's when you suddenly start to see really incredible results with seemingly much less effort than when you're trying really hard and kind of going in many different directions and trying to storm towards your goal without really being present and focusing on the little tweaks moment to moment, day after day after day. So that's really the power of mindset work, because your mindset and the story that you're telling yourself is going to influence your actions, your habits, your consistency, and your ability to show up day after day after day after day and maintain and continue that movement towards whatever it is that you most desire. So, you know, the work you love, doing the work you love, it's a habit. Making the money you want, it's also a habit. Building your net worth rather than overspending is a habit. And building and maintaining your health is a habit, or they're all a series of small habits that stack on top of one another. So if we're not living our habits, so all day, every day, we're living our habits. We're either living habits that aren't supporting us in moving towards the goals that we desire, or we are. And that's a choice, and we get to make those incremental baby choices, one after another after another. And that's really where we hold our power to create whatever it is that we desire. So it's time to get really honest, because that's the only way to take power over your results, and to really ask, where are my habits serving me? And where are my habits moving me towards the things that I desire? Or where are my habits keeping me stuck in a situation that isn't where I want to be? And it's really coming down to stopping overdoing it and choosing to be the person that loves your life. Because when you choose to be that person, you choose to have the habits that maintain health, you choose to have the habits that maintain an income, doing things that you love doing. Those are very different actions to not being satisfied with your work, having poor health, and not being satisfied with the amount of money in your bank account. So, you know, for me, and I've been through it all. I've had very unoptimal health. I went through a burnout. I've had very unoptimal finances. I've done work that wasn't really fulfilling, that was really burning me out. And just being completely honest with myself, the way that I was creating and maintaining those results was by settling. I was settling for working too much. I was settling for less than good health because of all of the actions all of the habits that I was not sustaining, like getting enough sleep, like taking supplements, like going to see health practitioners and getting support to create the thing that I desired, which was health and well-being, more money, a thriving business, more freedom in my life. I was settling for getting underpaid and not really going through the process of actually owning my worth, doing the work that I love doing, that I'm really good at, and asking for the money that I desire to receive for it, and not taking days off to rest, and not giving myself time for my creative projects, which was leading to more unfulfillment, and not actually seriously committing to the goals that I desired to create, as well as settling for worrying and overthinking instead of just getting into action. So what habits do you have right now that you know need to shift in order for you to create what it is that you desire? And that's really the most important takeaway from this video, is to focus on the process and the habits and the consistency rather than the goal. Obviously it's important to stay focused on the goal, to stay connected to that vision, but to break it down into what are the action steps I'm taking day after day after day to create and maintain that. And what support needs to be in place to support that long term, because we can go really hard and create something instantly or quickly, but if we're not in that deep understanding of how we got there and how we maintain that, then it can all crumble away and disappear again just as quickly. So it's really about taking that long-term game, and habits, they take time to build, and that's okay. And we get to give ourselves the support, which is when we need it, right in the beginning of building a habit. And really asking yourself, what does that next level require? What does that next level of energy management look like? What does that next level of systems and structures and support team look like for you to be able to live that goal? And, for me, moving to the next level in my business, moving to the next level of fitness has been really important for me, and upping my habits and the frequency and the intensity with which I exercise and take care of my body, because it gives me more energy, strength, and resilience, allows me to get through stress and, challenge with a lot more speed and consistency. So it's all about learning what are those habits that support you, what are the ones that need to shift. And, that's really how I work with clients. So it's different to signing up for a program, getting loads of information, getting clear on loads of strategy, and then being left to implement and integrate. I'm all about you finding the habits that are going to work to support you from where you're at. What are the next level habits? Because you can't go from never working out to suddenly going to the gym every single day. So going through that process so you don't self-sabotage, so you don't get stuck, so you don't, get into this whole ball of stress about trying to be somewhere that you're actually quite far away from, but supporting you in the process to cultivate and nurture those habits that really create rapid and powerful shifts in your finances, your business, your energy management, and your level of satisfaction and fulfillment, and the freedom that you have in your schedule. You get to start making all of those little tweaks one after another, and then suddenly you're like, wow, my life is amazing. And I've created so much more than I ever thought possible. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you're a multi-passionate creative, you're looking to transition to a new income stream that's more fulfilling and aligned for you, and you need help in developing your content strategy so that you can show up with consistency, hit your income goals, and attract the right clients for you, please send me a message and I'd love to have a conversation about it. So thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.